welcome back to my channel. So I had a delivery when I got back earlier on. My son passed this over to me. It was funny because this morning I checked on the, what website is it I ordered it? AliExpress. I checked on AliExpress and it said that it had not even entered the country yet. So yeah, the tracking isn't very good. But anyway, nonetheless, they've got here. I did order these on the 5th of December. And I paid $14.29 altogether. That was including the tax as well, but it was before tax, £12.68. Right, so you might be wondering, well, what are these? These popped up on one of the groups that I'm on Facebook. I'm on quite a few groups, so I can't name which one it was. I can't remember. It was a good few weeks ago now. But they're by Brutfuner, and I really love the square Brutfuners, the oily ones, these ones. Really good quality pencils, super duper affordable. So when I saw these I thought I have to try them, and I noticed one thing straight away. The barrel reminded me of Holbein's. Now this is just going to be a first impression. I won't swatch all of these out on camera because I'm attempting to restart my swatching stuff. So that'll be fun. But, oh, I hate that sound. They did come nicely bubble wrapped, so they was protected, and they just come in this cardboard box. Why am I trying to tidy it back up? Because it's probably just going to go in the recycling. It says blendable pencils are perfect. Colour solution, rich, vibrant pigment, balanced shades. Now, I have already got the, was it Astra? The Astra pencils, but I couldn't not get these. It was sort of curiosity. I needed to get them just to feed my curiosity, and the colours reminded me again of the Holbein ones, but the barrels even more so. So yeah, I've shown you the Brutfuners, my square Brutfuners that get a lot of attention. I do love them pencils, but I have pulled out my Holbeins, and I think the Astra pencils are in here as well. So let's just be a little bit more organised. Let's pop these here. I haven't got a pencil case for these yet. So here's my collection of Holbeins on this side. I will try and get a close enough match to show you. And my Astra pencils aren't in here. So where are my Astra pencils? I think my Astra pencils are in my pink pencil case. Right, so they were in my pink pencil case. So these are the Astra ones. Now the barrel on these, there's nothing really special about these barrels. They're a matte finish, and it just says pastel coloured pencils Astra. They're not named, numbered or anything, but again, for affordable pencils, these are brilliant. Now I will try and find where I bought these from. It wasn't an English brand, and I really remember struggling on the website. I probably won't be able to find it now, but I have got a video. I will try my best to link it down below on about these pencils, just talking about the Astra ones. But for the, I think these are more closer, just looking at the pencil, first impressions, to Holbein. So let me try and find a colour that might match. So maybe this pink, which it says on the Holbein one, Holbein artist colour pencils, Japan. It's got the stamp, it's got the name, and it's got the number. So maybe this one. So it's a little bit off, So we've got Brutfuner coloured pencil with Brutfuner there. If I just show you, the lighting today is absolutely shocking. I've just been checking the weather and we're on for rain for the day. So there's no good time to film this, unfortunately. So yeah, that's very similar. You've got the gold band that's similar. Oh, look at this. And we have a name and a number. I'm really pleasantly surprised. I know on camera it's really blurry, but in real life that's easy to read. I'll not have a problem with that. Not like the Illuminant, don't get me started on them. So I'll give this a quick sharpen and I'll swatch these out next to each other. They're not the perfect match, so maybe I should try. What about this shade, which is That's more on the purple side, isn't it? Let's just see. Let's try that one again. No, that is the one that I picked out first was probably closest, I think. So let me give this a little bit of a sharpen, see how it sharpens. Now I always use my helix sharpener even with the square Brutfuners, and I've never had an issue. So a little bit more. I'm just really pleasantly surprised, even just at the way that they look. You know what, even if I didn't like these, they'd be really good. And you know them frames that you can get, the, what are they called? The drop frames or the 3D frames, and that make the pencils in order and stick them and then put them on the wall. I think that would look great. Right, so let's see anyway. So this is the Holbein one. Again, I can only apologise for the lighting. It's absolutely terrible outside. So this is the Holbein one. Goes down really, really smooth. Do a couple of layers on this side just so you can see it getting a little bit darker. Now let's try the Brutfuner ones. This is going to get so confusing, 2 different Brutfuners, so I'm going to have to probably just call these the pastel pencils or pastel brutes or something like that. So I'm going to get, wow, I think I might get a little bit confused, but they're laying down beautifully. Let's see what they're like. I shouldn't really be comparing them to such a high branded pencil, but I just think that they look like they're meant to be dupes of each other. Not of each other, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we've got a cream here, and this one is literally called cream. So have they copied the names here as well? So what was this, fuchsia? What was that one? No, it's Cosmo. But I have got a fuchsia here, but that does look a little bit off, a tiny bit off. If I just, you see, this looks a little bit more purpley pink, where this one looks more of a bright, vibrant pink. But let's try the cream. I'm curious about this. If you want, I can quickly swatch all these out and just make a separate video, just quickly going through the colours, maybe even trying to match them to some of the Holbein colours. But I mean, for this price, so let's try this side. I'm going to bring the light directly onto my paper this time. Let's see what these 2 colours, right, so we do have our first snap there, and that is totally my fault. I was talking to one of my YouTube friends only actually yesterday, and I was talking about the light fast pencils because I got a tester, and I managed to break them. I managed to break polychromos, so it's not on the pencil, that is on me. Unfortunately, I am quite heavy handed. So back onto the pink, and they're blending nicely together. So what do we think? I like some of the, you know, the minty shades as well, so let's try. We've got Horizon Blue. I'm just, even just the way that they look, and how heavy are they compared to it? Let me see if I can find one that's similar. Ice Green. They don't feel much different, they really don't. Let's try these 2 colours. I know I've not sharpened this, but I'll be here forever and a day if I have to sharpen loads of them. And I'm using quite a medium to high pressure here. That's why my camera's shaking and going all over the place. So we've got Ice Green, and this one's called Ice Green, so they've even knocked off the names. Is that ice or lace? No, Luke, that one says ice. Come on, camera. That says ice. And this one, instead of the I, there's an L. You see the L? Yeah, so that's that. But very, very similar in shade. Very, very similar. But what I'll do as well before I pop this video up, I will leave the link to where I purchased these. Like I said, it is AliExpress, and there was quite a few different sellers selling these pencils. But considering that I only ordered these on the 5th and we've had time off as well with Christmas, what date are we today? The 30th. I think that is unbelievably fast. I have bought different things from AliExpress before and waited months and months. So I'm really quite pleasantly surprised about that actually. But let me just bring you out and then show you a little bit more. Maybe if I did it might be a bit difficult like that. Like we've got this really lime green here, that this is the Holbeins that I'll pull out, and these are the Brutfuners. So this is the meant to be the dupe, meant to be the colour. See, very, very similar, if not identical. What other colour should we do? The more of these muted shades. We've got mint green, opal green. Can I turn this? And I can't even read that. O-L-I-R-A, Laura, yellow. So I do think that there's some spelling issues here, but I don't really think that matters. So let's go to the other side of my Holbeins. So we've got mint green, yep. We have surf green, so that's not on there. Surf green, is it on the other side? It might even be on this side. Yep, surf green's here. And then we've got Celadon. So we've got Celadon on this side. I'm gonna have to, so that's not it, that's not it. Is that Celadon? And it most certainly is. So they've even gone to the extra trouble of copying most of the names as well. Now, one thing I am noticing about this one, and it doesn't come with a white. Now I believe that the pastel pencils, I bought the 50 pack of the pastel pencils by Holbein, and then I bought a 12 pack which is here, and that's what came with the white. I believe it was a long time ago now, it was about 2.5 years ago. And then I've bought other ones open stock over time. Now there's two different whites in the Holbein. There's just white and I think there's soft white, I could be mistaken, but that other white that I've not got is meant to be unbelievable for blending. That's why I've got my Chinese white in here, because that's my favourite for blending. But the reason that I'm explaining that is because this doesn't come with a white at all. Now that makes sense because the original 50 pastel set doesn't come with a white either. Now let me have another little look more of the skin tones, because that was one of the main reasons that I purchased the Holbein set. I even went to the trouble, see I have used them, they're probably the most used colours out of the set. I even went to the trouble to buy open stock backups of these colours, thinking that I would use them a lot when I haven't. So I'm really curious to see what these are going to be like for skin tones. Really curious actually. And I can already tell by the names. We've got ivory, shell pink. What else have we got here without me taking everything out? Cherry blossom, peach, sand. These are beige, cork, ash rose, sea fog. Yep, these are all the names. So I won't swatch them out just yet, but if you do want a little swatching video, and I'll like speed through it, like time lapse it, and then talk at the end of what I think a little bit more in detail, because I think that's probably better than me sitting here keep rambling on about them, because I've not really tested them. I'm probably better off swatching them. I'll swatch them on camera, do it as a time lapse, and then maybe use them on a picture, and then come back and tell you my final thoughts about them. Let me just double check again about the barrel size. Doesn't have to be the same colour. So we've got the Holbein to the right, I was even getting confused on myself, and the Brutfuner to the left, and they're super duper similar. The core size, which one's the Holbein? I'd say the core size in the Holbein is bigger than the Brutfuner, but not overly noticeable. I mean, I don't know what these will be like if you drop them. I've never dropped these pencils, and if I did I'd probably cry with how much they cost. But yeah, I don't know what these would be like, because you know, like your Prismacolor, if you drop them, the sort of that's the end of the pencil. You can sharpen them, and then once that core's been broken, that's sort of it. So yeah, I won't carry on rambling on, but I will leave in the description the video to the Astra pastel pencils. But from very first impressions, I am very impressed with these. They're a brilliant dupe, down to the gold around the barrels, to the names, the colours. They went down nice and smooth. Obviously I don't know what they're going to be like layering, because I haven't played around with them long enough. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see, time will tell. But yeah, these are the, I don't know if they're new, but they're new to me, and I definitely only just seen them knocking around on groups. But these are the Brutfuner macaroon colours, the 50 colours. So if you did find this video enjoyable, or if you found out any information, or are you gonna purchase these, are you gonna be like me and you can't wait and you need to try them, please do give me a big thumbs up, because it does help my channel out. And let me know in the comments, should I do a second video just talking about these pencils? Let me know. I hope that you have a lovely New Year's. I probably won't speak to you before then now, because it's New Year's tomorrow, my mum's birthday, so I'm going out for a meal with her. Yeah, I'm just spending time with the family again. But I will see you in my next one next year. Bye guys, bye.